NCIS star Rocky Carroll reacts to Season 22 renewal as franchise hits massive milestone. It's a little surreal, exclusive. Carroll spoke to popculture.com about the Season 22 renewal and how it feels being part of The NCIS franchise recently aired its milestone 1000th episode, following the mothership's Season 22 renewal, and Rocky Carroll shared his thoughts on the big achievements with popculture.com. The actor has portrayed NCIS director Leon Vance since Season 5. But even with the series already well on its way when he joined, Carroll admitted he never predicted how big NCIS would get, which is in its 21st season, with 4 spin-offs under its belt and 2 more on the way. When I came on at the end of Season 5, there was no spin-off, there was no NCIS, there was no mention of a spin-off, Carroll shared. And I literally thought to myself, if I'm lucky enough that this show goes to a Season 7, I will at least say I've been a part of a hit show. And so I was counting. I was crossing my fingers for 7 seasons. And now I'm about to start my 17th season. Now that NCIS has branched out into much more, with 1,001 episodes across 5 series, the franchise is continuing to be the best of the best. It's rare to reach that type of milestone, and for Carroll, he's still trying to wrap his head around it. It's a little surreal when you hear that when it's said out loud because we've been just so immersed into doing it and doing the shows, he explained. We worked all pretty much throughout the pandemic, Carroll continued. So to now come up for air and to realize just how many episodes and how much we've achieved, it's still kind of hard to wrap my mind around. Because our way of working is, even when we celebrated it, even when the studio and the network that we all got together on our set to celebrate it, about an hour later we went back to work and started making the next episode. So that's sort of how we feel. I think once this is all said and done, and once this series is no longer in production, the weight of everything that we've accomplished will start to resonate with me. Since the NCIS franchise is only continuing to grow after 20 years, could there be another 1,000 episodes? You never know what could happen. Rocky Carroll recalled that every time they've jokingly talked about hopping where we end up doing it. When NCIS celebrated its 200th episode, Mike Weatherly jokingly said, "I'll see you guys when we get to 400. And everybody laughs because 400 episodes, that's crazy. Well, we celebrated our 400th episode last season, so I've learned now don't doubt what we might achieve. While 2,000 episodes really seem far-fetched, Carroll doesn't doubt the fact that we might get to another 1,000 episodes in the universe because it's possible. It might be a bit early to think about another 1,000 episodes, but the franchise doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Assuming NCIS, Hawaii snags a renewal, the franchise will see 4 shows on CBS, plus 1 series on Paramount Plus for the 2024-25 season, which is very impressive for a franchise 20 years in. For now, fans will just have to look forward to more NCIS when the series comes back for Season 22 this fall. New episodes air on Mondays at 9 p.m. ET, with the Season 21 finale airing on Monday, May 6 on CBS. NCIS, Hawaii Season 4 renewal hopes. The show stands alone. We're not even 2/3 through the month of April, and yet NCIS, Hawaii already finds itself in a pretty unique place. This is the last remaining CBS hour-long show without an obvious renewal or cancellation. Earlier today, both So Help Me Todd and CSI Vegas were canceled. Meanwhile, remember that Blue Bloods is ending this fall. The entire FBI franchise is coming back. NCIS has been renewed, and both Tracker and Elspeth scored Season 2 ordered pretty early on in their runs. So what about The Equalizer? While nothing has been formally confirmed as of yet, all signs point to it coming back, almost as a slam-dunk sort of situation due to its ratings. NCIS, Hawaii is really the only show remaining with any sort of ambiguity around its future. And of course, the reasons why raise plenty of questions. It is performing well enough in the ratings that you would almost consider its return to be a given. Also, there are a lot of good stories left to tell, and there is an established fan base. Consider even the popularity of the show worldwide. In the end, we do think that there is going to be a season 4, but the reason for no official news as of yet is due largely discussions happening behind the scenes. There's a chance that some of this will be tied to episode count, budget, and a lot of financial factors that are in general not that fun to think about. One thing that we also certainly think is simply this: it will be really upsetting for a lot of people if this show is canceled, especially on the heels of a 1000th episode spectacular for the entire franchise that made it seem like these shows would be around for quite some time. The NCIS Hawaii Season 3 final features a guest star we've been waiting to see again. The NCIS Hawaii Season 3 finale will feature a guest star who we've been looking forward to. Plus, what else can we expect to see? With the 2023 to 2024 television season winding down, we're looking forward to finding out what will happen as the season finale synopses begin to be released. For NCIS Hawaii, it's recently been revealed that the CBS series will feature a returning character and another mystery guest star. In an interview with TV insider Alex Tarrant, the actor who plays Kai on the series, talked about what to expect when the finale airs and who we will see return. We won't just see one returning guest star, but two. He also talked about being excited to see more action for Kai, and we cannot wait to see what is coming up for him as well. Tarrant did mention that Sam Hanna's secret project, NCIS Elite, would be part of the finale. We learned in the 5th episode of the season, Serve and Protect, that NCIS Elite took on missions that were off the books and meant to be kept secret. So it looks like this will be a major aspect to cover when the season finale airs. While there is no information on the mystery guest appearance, it was revealed that Henry Ian Cusick would be returning as Agent John Swift, who appeared earlier in the season. Agent John Swift was introduced at the end of Season 2, and he has been working with Sam Hanna, LL Cool J, in regard to what we would soon learn was NCIS Elite. Even though this doesn't tell us a lot about what to expect from the Season 3 finale, we do have the synopsis for Divided We Conquer, which teases a bioweapons attack. The finale will be 2 parts, with the final part serving as the Season 3 finale. The first part of the season finale is set to air on Monday, April 29. That episode, Spill the Tea, will see the team joining with NCIS Elite to track down the killer of a bioweapons expert. In the last episode of the season, the synopsis states, following a devastating ambush with a deadly bioweapon, the NCIS team must track down a mysterious terrorist group before they can strike again. This episode will be the second part of the finale, which is scheduled to air on Monday, May 6 at 10/9 C. Tarrant mentioned in his interview that there would be a cliffhanger, which, since we know that the show has still not been canceled or renewed, it would be torture not to know how things will end. Depending on how things will go in terms of talks about the show's future, since there are more NCIS shows in the works, NCIS Hawaii could end up with a shorter season or even see budget cuts. We will keep you updated on news about the show's future. There is a lot we're looking forward to as Season 3 finishes up. We've loved watching Kate and Lucy's relationship flourish, and LL Cool J has been a great addition to the series. Will he continue to show up in Season 4 pending a renewal? No matter how that goes, we've loved getting to continue learning more about who Sam has become.